My expectation was to win by one. So to win by more than one, I'm happy. But I mean, there really are. I don't really walk into this with expectations other than uh, like for us, we break every media down into rounds. So there are 10 rounds in heavyweight fights. And we just, man, my focus was how do we win round one? We got off to a heck of a start with Quincy's dunk. And I said, you know what? We may actually win round one. But honest to goodness, it was just like, how long can we keep these fans standing before the other team scores? I'd like to get a round in one of the rounds, round one or round six, where they don't and keep them standing the whole round. But I'm really just focused on that possession, that particular 4 minute segment. Yeah, I had a good first half. I mean, we had 31 made buckets, but only 10 of them are assisted. And so there were a lot of isolation opportunities, and some of that was intentional. We wanted to make sure that we knew Colby was good. And what happens a lot, obviously, is when a player's doing well, you want to continue to feed him. I started thinking about I think he had scored six in a row, and then I removed him from the game, mindful that he hadn't been out. And for me, it's like I'm going to need you at the end. I get that we're in this moment, but my lineup to some degree that was the opportunity for us to get Colby out. And I hated to do that to him just because he probably could have put in more. And you saw the fatigue setting in, but I do appreciate his willingness to just battle through that. And he's a heck of a player. And I didn't think anyone played really above their level for what we've seen. And to be honest with you, I've seen Colby have much higher levels than even what he showed tonight.
You know, I mean, I feel the contest, but when you work on a shot so many times throughout the year, it's kind of like second nature. So once I get to the spot, I shoot that shot 1,000 times. I shot that shot, 7 this morning. So it was just, kudos to the work I put in, and then the offense allowed me to do it. The wait is finally over. And then the exhibition was kind of the game to get the rust off, and then now to kind of fully, show what I can do. It felt good, and I thought my teammates gave me confidence to do it. Coaches gave me confidence to do it. So I was just happy to be out there finally, perform for the Shocker Nation, and come up with a win.
We're going to be a good rebounding team, and we are a good rebounding team. Yet to be determined if we'll be great at it. We've been able to be pretty dominant on the glass. Obviously, that's because of our size. Quincy Ballard, Kenny Pohto, and I'd even tell you Dalen, they just have a knack for the basketball and their ability to pursue. I thought Isaac was great tonight and just pursue. They know that they're going to get held accountable for that. So I do appreciate the efforts. You don't want to be on the wrong side of the rebounding. And I thought those guys had good pursuit. And we'll see. I mean, they didn't have a unanimous all conference selection tonight who could really help them in that department. So it's one game, but we need to become a great rebounding team, and that's going to be a process for us.
Yeah, I mean, we got a few big guys, man. I mean, Quincy Ballard, me myself, and we got Isaac. I'm trying to help him like get a little stronger on the rebounds, but like we got a great group of guys that can crash the board really well, and I feel like we're gonna be a problem on the glass this year.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't. But I'm glad they think that. I mean, you put them through quite a bit. John Wooden, the great UCLA coach, said he always believed in two things: being in shape and having fundamentals. And I'm kind of that mindset. Like, there's elementary things that we need to do and we need to do well, but none of that can happen if we're not in great shape. So, I mean, when I scripted this and just we thought through as a staff how many minutes guys would play, I'm actually pretty happy with these amount of minutes, and Colby only playing 32 because there's probably more of a load expected from him moving forward. Yeah, I don't. One, you don't even know if they'll catch it. I mean, there's just so many things. The screens have to be right. The screens have to be on time. The pass has to be right. The catch has to be made. So there's just so many moving parts. And to be honest, when it happens, you're just thinking about, all right, do they remember what we're supposed to do defensively? Because sometimes you can get caught up in the moment. I thought the defensive execution after that ATO was solid.
Yeah, he got some nice plays. Can't lie. I mean, if we got these couple bouncy guys who can jump out the gym, like Isaac Abidde, Quincy Ballard, I mean, he got a few plays for them to jump out the gym and get a few highlight plays.
You know, I think that he just moved at a pace that was way too fast, given his physical attributes, and we needed to get him more under control. We saw this the other night when we played Rogers State. He turns a corner and just fell over, and so that was a good reminder in a game about how his pace. And so going back to just that 2 foot jump stop and being able to play off of 2 feet there. But more importantly, a lot of guys have vision for him to deliver that pass to Colby as he did. But I told him when at the end of the spring, I'm like, Ike, you're a heck of a player. The question is how committed are you to this, and how good do you want to be? And he, you know what? He shows up, does everything we ask, and he's fully embraced. I mean, just having meetings with these guys this past week, he stated, like, just tell me what I can do to help. And I guess if you go, what did he finish, 6 for 7? That's helping. But I thought his energy defensively was really good.
It's real fun just being out there with my teammates, just out there feeling the atmosphere. It just felt real good. It's real fun knowing I got guys that'll set really good screens like Quincy Ballard and Kenny Pohto. So it's real fun.
Coke Arena Special, it's consistently considered one of the top 10 college basketball environments. So when you have 363 schools that do this, and you can be in a city that supports soccer, soccer's everywhere. I told them that it's our job not only for them to support us, but it's our job to support the city. And our responsibility is to play well. And we need to make sure that, again, that you do it at a level that people appreciate. And I thought the activity was great, but it's a special place. And I know I kind of go by Truett Cathy, the owner of Chick-fil-A. He said, you got to get better before you get bigger. And I know we'll get bigger, but it's our job to get better. And if we'll get better, the stadium and the demand will get bigger. But we're locked in on getting better. Not good for me, I can tell you that. You won't sit and see these eyes closed before 5 a.m. just because you got to review this one. It usually takes me about 4 hours to review a game film, and then you'll jump right into Western Kentucky. The only thing I know about Western Kentucky, and do not take this the wrong way, I am in no way comparing, but that team that went 35-0, they played Western Kentucky their second game within 72 hours of their first two. That is all I know about Wichita State and the history of Western Kentucky. I just went and looked. But first-year coach, Coach Lutzel, have those guys ready, be very, very prepared. It's a home and home, so we'll get to return the favor to go there next year. But we'll make sure our guys get rested and get to tip it off again here Thursday night. So we'll be anxious to play. Our guys prefer that rather than practicing, I can assure you.